For my New Orleans graffiti project, I went through the Garden District, Mid-City, and the French Quarter. In these three different neighborhoods with very different demographics, I noticed that the commonality with all the graffiti was that it was all in high-trafficked areas, so the artists were most able to show off their ability to people coming by the area. This is a throw-up by someone who appears to be named Mark. It's located on an abandoned wall, and you can see it's a popular area because of its seclusion, and that allows for all the various tags and throw-ups on this wall. This tag is by someone named Lofty. At first glance, it appears to be the only piece of graffiti on the door, but in fact, the gray coat behind the Lofty was actually used to cover up graffiti earlier, so Lofty is sticking it to whoever covered the door with gray. This throw-up by someone named Level shows someone who appears to be part of a crew, as there is a GMM located on the L in Level. This is either paying homage to another artist, or more likely is the crew that Level is a part of. One of the more recent routes that graffiti has taken is commissioned street art. This is a legal way to help beautify areas of the city. Here we see Brown's Dairy's main headquarters. They've commissioned street art on the fences around to help promote the neighborhood that the factory is part of. Here we have what appears to be an homage to the music of New Orleans on a previously abandoned building to help make it look brighter and nicer to the neighborhood. Here in Frenchman we see a picture of a man who appears to be studying. On the bottom of this picture we see a lot of tags that seem to be paying homage to this particular portrait, as none of them have attempted to actually cover up the street art. At its core, graffiti is really about getting fame and getting fame quickly. Hence, doing quick, easy tags in door frames is a great way to quickly mark your area and get your name out there, as seen by these two door frames. To achieve fame and become all city, an artist must put their tags or throw-ups across the city. Pyle, for instance, has these two very similar throw-ups, one in the Garden District and one in the French Quarter. This way, more different groups of people can see his art. Another way to achieve fame and also share your style with other like-minded graffiti artists is by being part of a crew. These three throw-ups all have very distinct styles to indicate they've been done by different people, but I assume that they're all part of the same crew, as their one commonality is the teardrop coming off of the right side. This is likely the mark of whatever crew they belong to. Not all graffiti is about the fame. Some is about the subject of the art. This throw-up is paying homage to the New Orleans Saints, and it is visible from just off of the freeway. Here we see on the side of a music store what appears to be an alien, but you can see the music relations in the fact that the UFO is a piano and the alien is holding a guitar and listening to headphones. Here we just see a simple peace sign, but the artist has put his own touch, making it three-dimensional and squaring off the top. This piece is showing the silhouettes of a bunch of musicians and is actually on the side of a bar, hence the relevance of the musicians. The location of graffiti is very important. These tags are located on a stop sign, which allows for multiple people to view it daily. The most impressive part about this particular throw-up is not that it's above the roof, but that the artist had to lean over the side of the building to tag the section around the corner. This little robot is made all the more impressive by the fact that the artist found a particularly blue wall to help the white of the robot stand out. Terrasser put this throw-up on the side of a dumpster, the benefit being that the dumpster gets moved around to different construction sites to allow this throw-up to be moved from place to place. T has this very impressive throw-up. The impressiveness of it is by the fact that he had to go above the fence and on top of the roof to do the particular piece of graffiti. Covering up another artist's graffiti can create beef between artists. On this particular wall, we can see that many different pieces of graffiti have been covered up. In this door frame, graffiti had been covered up, but another artist in fact came through and created a nice swan to cover up the cover-up. This is not unique to certain neighborhoods. In fact, in this bathroom at Tulane, we can see that there was a cover-up of someone's graffiti, but another artist put a cartoon saying "nice try" to insinuate that his graffiti cannot be covered. Graffiti gives an opportunity for artists such as Berserk here and Dab Brown here an opportunity to really show off their artistic ability in a way that might not have otherwise been afforded to them. Some of these artists will be able to eventually turn their art into a profession, while others will still use graffiti as a simple hobby.
Either way, it is clear that in looking at graffiti through a critical lens, graffiti is a wonderful form of art that ought to really be appreciated and will last for as long as there are walls to write on. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.